Good evening. I'm Sean Embrock with the HDP Sportscast. Cricket World Cup news. Sachin Tendulkar calls for 25-team World Cup. ESPN reported the former cricketing great, now ICC Cricket World Cup ambassador, saying, Sachin Tendulkar has called the ICC's decision to reduce the number of teams in the 2019 World Cup a backward step in the global expansion of cricket and described the lack of consistent matches available to associate sides as unfair. Tendulkar, an ambassador for the World Cup on behalf of the ICC, told an audience at an exclusive dinner in Sydney that the ICC should instead be exploring ways to expand the next World Cup to as many as 25 teams. He also suggested full member nations should regularly play their A sides against associates and strive to provide a fair platform for smaller cricketing countries. Quote, I found out the next World Cup would only be 10 teams, he said, which is slightly disappointing because as a cricketer, I want the game to be globalized as much as possible, and according to me, this is a backward step. We've got to find ways of encouraging lesser teams, end of quote. Tendulkar also contradicted the views of ICC Chief Executive David Richardson, who defended the planned reduction of teams from 14 to 10 by suggesting the World Cup itself, without exception, should be played between teams that are evenly matched and competitive. Richardson's statement has been widely challenged. An online petition asking the ICC to reverse the decision to cut the number of World Cup teams gathered more than 15,000 signatures and counting. Guyana national basketball squad will engage Bermuda for 3 nights of basketball action at the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall. To tell us more about the upcoming action, I have with me President of the GABF, Nigel Hines. Mr. Hines, tell us about us.
Good night, Sean. It's a pleasure to be here on HGP Newscast. What we have is a historic visit by Bermuda men's national team, where they'll be engaging with Guyana for the first time on Guyana soil on March 11th. That's Wednesday, March 11th, Thursday, March 12th, and Saturday, March the 14th, all at the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall. The last time the two teams played was in the Bahamas, where Bermuda won by 10 points, and we expect the outcome to be reversed. And I'm eager that and encouraging our fans to come out in large numbers to support the Guyana basketball national team.
Who are some of the key players that Guyana can depend upon to reverse the outcome this time around?
We have the coach in Darcel Harris, who will be, in some sense, leading the way. Akeem Kanai, Travis Burnett, Chris Williams, Shane Webster. Those are some of the premier players who we think will play a significant role in the outcome of the games.
I can tell you that for certain because Travis Burnett played a brilliant role in the finals in the road to Mecca last Sunday night. You weren't there, but I was there, and it was a really excruciating game. It was down to the wire, down to the bottom. Fans will be looking for an exciting game on the 3 nights. What are some of the things that they can expect?
Well, we have to reserve judgment. One of the things with the Bermuda team is that a lot of their players play professional basketball in Europe and in the USA. So we largely have a home-based team, but I think with the support of the fans and the enthusiasm that the game will be played under, that we can compete with them and come out on top.
Okay, Mr. Hines, what you can do for us, fans will love to know how they get into the venue on the 3 nights, whether there is a cost attached, and once in the venue, what are some of the side attraction that you can expect?
Okay, the admission price is $1,000. That's the standard ticket, and it's $3,000 for the VIP ticket. Children under 12 will be admitted free of charge. We have supporting games from the University of Guyana Trojans, Berbice Warriors. We have teams coming down from Berbice, one team. The first night you'll have Eagles playing Colts, and on the second night as a supporting game also.
Mr. Hines, I'm quite certain too that you will want to say something to the public in terms of encouraging them to come out at these games, which I think they should, because they're usually exciting. The sports hall is on fire when there's basketball. I witnessed that at the Road to Mecca finals last Sunday.
Well, we'll be going all out in terms of sending the message to the public that We have 3 international games at the National Sports Hall on March the 11th, that's Wednesday, on Thursday, March 12th, and on Saturday, March the 14th. We believe you will be seeing a very high brand of basketball. And it's on this basis we encourage all the basketball supporters and sports enthusiasts to come out and support Guyana, because it will be a wonderful opportunity for us to see the golden arrowhead fly and flutter and feel the patriotism of Guyana doing well against a highly ranked team like Bermuda.
Mr. Hines, we want to thank you very much for coming and enlightening us on the upcoming action at the Sports Hall, 11th, the 12th, and the 14th.
Well, it's always a pleasure to be here on
GP
Newscast.
A 12-member table tennis team selected by the Guyana Table Tennis Association departed Guyana on Thursday, 26 February 2015, en route to Montego Bay, where they participated in the inaugural 2015 Jamaica Winter Table Tennis Open Championships, played from the 27th of February to the 1st of March 2015 at Montego Bay Community College. Guyana won 3 medals at the event. Kyle Edgell won the 18 years and under boys title, Shamar Britton the 21 years and under, and the women's singles was taken by Trinice Lowe. Trinidadian Jamal Shabazz confirmed as head coach of the Golden Jaguars senior football team by FIFA's Normalization Committee. Along with Shabazz, Alpha United coach Wayne Dover welcomes another stint as assistant coach. Calvin Chapman reports.
The men were offered a 2-year contract, and along with the responsibility of coaching the senior team, they have also been mandated to nurture the under-23 side. Shabazz and Dover, who led Guyana on an amazing FIFA World Cup qualification run, thanked the committee for giving them another opportunity to take charge of the national side.
We're proud and we're happy for what was achieved then, but now is a new time and, a new feeling of desire and a need to achieve and accomplish, new things and to try to push the program further than it went before. And, we're happy to be given this opportunity and we're very, very motivated to work.
Chairman of the Normalization Committee, Clinton Erlin, stated that the 2 years contract should be in effect after his tenure is completed, and the next head of the GFF will have the power to review those contracts.
Any future executive want to change that, make a reassessment, they will have to follow the terms of the contract to terminate that contract. There's certain procedures to do so. I would hope that, or if it's done more based on performance, a review of his performance, his merit as a coach, before they make such a change or try to terminate the contract.
Head coach Shabazz stated that one of the mistakes he made in the past was concerned with discipline.
If it's one thing that, we want to establish more, solid here is, that discipline in the group and the fact that, the team and the objectives of the team is of paramount importance.
Sent in their first CONCACAF World Cup qualifier in June, while Shabazz and Dover will also be preparing the under-23 side for a CONCACAF Olympic qualifier.
And that concludes our sportscast for tonight. I am Sean Embrock saying good night.